I'm going to do a video on my Dubia roaches. They're due for a cleaning, and I have some babies that I want to get from here to here. This is my breeder container for my adults, and this is my feeder container over here, which I feed my teas from, or the ones that I use to feed my teas. Anyways, yeah, it's getting pretty funky in here. I haven't cleaned them in a few months. I mean, they don't stink at all. That's the good thing about the Dubias. They're very clean that way. They don't smell. But as you can see down here, that's just a lot of poop and stuff. So I'm going to clean that out. I'm going to take the females and males out of here, clean this out, get the babies from here into here, and also double check my my ratio male to females. You don't want to have too many males because the males will end up fighting if there's not enough females in there, and also I believe that they'll tend to eat the babies. So anyways, I'll give you a quick look. I'm not going to do this all. Oh, there's babies there. See the babies? Okay, this one here, you can see him. Got wings. He's very slender, very fast too. That's a male. Okay, babies are called nymphs. These guys are probably only about a couple weeks old. The females, there's a little bit bigger one. The females, one female can lay up to, not lay, but they're actually live bearers. They can give birth to actually up to, I think it's 28 babies or 30 babies a month. So these guys are great for feeding teas. They're much better than crickets. Crickets, they're more exoskeleton than anything. And I believe one roach is equivalent to like 12 crickets. So, I mean, they're a lot bigger, but I think the protein is very high in them. They have less exoskeleton, so they're getting less calcium as well. There's a female. That's a smaller female. They're not as skittish. They have no wings. Okay. They don't bite. And like I said, they don't stink at all. Like if anything stinks, it's the fruit or, you know, the vegetables or whatever you're putting in there for them if it goes bad. But yeah, you can see down here, I don't know if you can see, but the babies are in here. For breeding, I use these sterilite tubs. I block this out because they like the dark. Okay, I don't for these guys because they're just feeders, and so they don't need to be as comfortable, and they're not breeding anyways. Also, they have to be kept warm. I keep these guys at about 90 and around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And also, if they don't have the heat, they won't breed. They have to be a certain temperature for them to breed. So the good thing about them, they're not going to get out. They're not going to infest your house because, for one, it's not warm enough for them to reproduce. And two, even if they got out, they can't climb walls like, you know, cockroaches. Certain cockroaches can climb slippery surfaces. These guys can't. This is slippery. They can't get up past here. I could leave this lid off it. They won't get out. Okay. So also, if you're wanting to breed them, start your own colony. I'm out right now, but the adults, if you feed them citrus, orange, it tends to boost their breeding drive. I don't want to say sex drive, but it gets them in the breeding mode. Okay, and as far as food goes, I just use crushed up dog food. I blend it up. You don't have to blend it, but you can blend it so it's finer. Okay, and I do feed them, or sorry, water them water crystals. Okay. So, I mean, you can give them their water through vegetables, vegetable matter, or if you keep enough orange in there, you don't need to put the water in there. But you know what, the orange doesn't last that long. It can get a little funky as far as going moldy or whatnot. So I choose to do the water crystals. Anyways, guys, I'm going to give it a quick shake out. I'll show you kind of the mess down there. The thing is, you got to make sure they all come out because they stick to everything. As far as like cardboard and stuff, they can't go up not the glass, but the side of the enclosure. And I just use, this is a small colony because like they reproduce quite quick. They don't what was I saying? Sorry, I was thinking there. They don't need a big area. Okay, you see some people, they have huge colonies. I'm feeding tarantulas, not, you know, a bunch of bearded dragons and lizards or what have you. So I mean, I don't need as many. So I started out with, I think it was three, what was it? 3 or 4 males and about 8 females. And the ratio is, I believe it's anywhere from between 3 females to 1 female up to 5 females per 1 male. So I do a ratio about, I do in the middle, I do about 4 to 1, 4 females to 1 male. So yeah, I mean, I just use these coffee containers. You get them at McDonald's or Tim Hortons or wherever. A lot of people with bigger enclosures, they use the egg carton. I don't need that big. I mean, I'm pretty tight for space, so I just went with a small enclosure or tub. But yeah, you want to make sure you get off. See, there's a little guy there. You want to make sure they get off. And I usually put them on my container over here. I don't know if you can see it, the lid. So they'll generally go under and stay because they like the dark. But I mean, if I put it on the carpet, they crawl off the carpet, off that end of the carpet. I might not see them, but I'll see them here, and it'll contain them a little bit. Sorry about the noise, guys. I'm gonna pause this after I show you them. I'm gonna separate them, and then I'll come back to it. But yeah, this is, here's, let me find a nice big female for you. There's a big girl. Where'd she go? There's a female, and there's a male. Females are much bigger. This could be a younger, immature male, though. Not an immature. He's a mature male. But the females are much beefier. The nymphs are the little babies. Okay, that little one there, if you can see it, that's like I said, probably about a week old. It takes them about 6 months to reach adult, like maturity. You'll see here's another one here that's a little bit older. I have some bigger nymphs in here as well. I also bring my males over. Too many males, I feed them off. Here's a little bit bigger nymph, but they look different. They're not shiny, they're dull. So yeah. But yeah, I started out, like I said, I think it was 3 males and like 8 females. But the guy I got them from, he gave me, maybe about this many of small ones. So what I did, I held them back, I grew them out, and then I kept some for feeders, but a certain amount I put aside. I didn't feed them. I let them grow out, and they matured, and then I put them into here. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna pause this, and I'll give you a closer look first. Hang on, I'll pause this for a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. I just noticed my light wasn't on my video when it was on the tripod, but I think there's enough light. I mean, not like they're beautiful like a tarantula where you want to see the colors and everything, but I just turned it on again. Anyways, there they all are. Males and females and baby nymphs. You even see them down under here. They're everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the males out, take all the females out. I'm going to count them, see what I have, and then I'm going to take all the little baby nymphs and I'm going to put them over into my feeder bin. A feeder / grow out bin, So, yeah, kind of cool. And like, they don't stink. That's the great thing. You can have all these roaches. They don't equal, three crickets that are in a little container. Like, they do not smell at all. They don't chirp. The only thing with them is the, for feeding, it's great. It's great for the teas, but they play dead. So, but I mean, that's the price you pay, right? So, I mean, they do get them, but they tend to know when they're going to be eaten, and they'll freeze up or just sit there. But I changed my diet up on my teas. I'll give them anywhere from depending on the size of the teas, but I'll give them mealworms, superworms, crickets. Some of my teas will only eat crickets. Well, one of them will only eat crickets. So, and sometimes the smaller slings, the crickets, they move better. They're more active, so it triggers a better feeding response. So anyways, guys, I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to clean these out, and I'll give you a look at the end result. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back. So I totally cleaned this side out. Cleaned most of this out, but I left some of the poop and that in there for the nymphs. They like to eat that. They also have their dog food over here. Water crystals, same thing over here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Food, water crystals, and I'm out of oranges, so I'll have to get them some. Anyways, I just want to show you guys this too. This one here just is a freshly molted nymph. It's white. Okay, that thing will be, you know, dark like the other ones within several hours. Okay, put him in there. There's the molt. Same as the tarantulas. They shed their exoskeleton, and I found one that is actually molting right now. You can see how fat he is. He's splitting down the top there, right? So he's going to crawl out of that, be white, and then harden up. So hopefully, I mean, it's just a roach, but hopefully I didn't interrupt that too much. So yeah, here's all the feeders. Lots and lots. I'm going to just put this in. This is shallower, but I like to stack them, alternate them, so they have more room to hang out. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll just put a couple pieces in between. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Like this here, just to stabilize it a little bit. So, anyways, that's that. There's a lot of the poop that I got out. Some of it's dog food as well. So what I'll do is I'll show you how I put these in. I alternate them as well, like so, like so. The wrong one in here. So see how it creates more space, and they can get in through here and hide in here, and also all around here. And like so. Okay, and that's where I use a couple runaways, little guys in the paper towel holders. Okay, so I just squish this down here, okay, because it's squishy or flexible, I guess, and that firms it all up, so it's not falling all over in the, you know, into the food, into the water. So yeah, this side they're gonna have all their hiding spaces. This is the feeding area, and I do have a heat pad under this side of the enclosure or the tub. All right, so that's it. Excuse me. I just want to see these guys. I just want to see show you how many's in here. Like, you can't really comprehend, but like, that is just crazy, you know. So you're feeding teas, you know, right up from slings, right up to, you know, big adults, right? So it takes a little while to get going, but once it's going, it's like, you know, it's a non-stop food source, and it's a really good food source. So, like I said, it takes a little time getting them going, but once you do, if you're patient with it, you can have yourself a nice little colony. And I mean, this can keep going if I wanted it to, but I feed off the adults. I mean, I don't need that many roaches, right? So anyways, I counted out, I did my ratio. I think I had 50 females, and I forget what I had, but I had a few too many males, so I downed it to 4 per female. So anyways, we'll put them in here. Just listen to that. I don't know if you can hear it, but or see it. But. And there's the males. They're the winged ones. What I do is I just pour them in, and away they go. They're off doing their little thing again. They're all cleaned up. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, like I said, they don't stink at all. So I mean, you could literally just let it keep building up. You won't smell it. And the nymphs do like to not like to, but at first when they're born, they tend to feed the poop. I don't know if it's off the mom or the dad or the males or the females, but they do eat the poop. So I leave a little bit of that in. I didn't here because they're going to poop by the time they give birth again, but I did leave some over here. Anyways, guys, I'll give you a closer look and then we'll end it. Okay, so there we go. We got food and water down there. And I will add some orange for the breeders. I am out, but I'll have to pick some up. And there's their little chambers and canals. They like to hang out. And oh yeah, you do have to vent the top out somewhat. So I just put these they're little drain catchers from for your sinks. I got them from the dollar store. Put a hole out and hot glued them in, and it works well. And you know, if you want to add more, you can, right? And for the feeders, I just drilled a whole bunch of holes on the top, which seems to work as well. So anyways, guys, there you have it. Here's a look at the feeders. This should be pretty under here. Yeah, look at that. You know, check it out. Pretty cool. I mean, they creep people out. I mean, they're not like the dirty cockroaches that, you know, are in apartment buildings and, you know, well, you know what I mean. Dirty buildings or, you know, unclean places. These guys are a tropical cockroach. I don't know if I think I said they were dubious, but yeah, they're dubious. So I've had the Madagascar hissing. They're really cool. They can tend to, babies or the nymphs can tend to climb this surface. So what you would have to do is tape it off with like a packaging tape so it's extra slippery, they can't get up it. Or some people put Vaseline all around, like, you know, a couple inches down, just so they can't get past the Vaseline. But they're really cool. I'd actually even like to have them as pets, but you don't see them very often up this way anyways. So yeah, there's that molted one again. He's going to harden up and be like the other guys beside him, and there's a mature male. Anyways, guys, that's my little Dubia Roach colony slash feeders. And hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I hope I covered it all. If you guys have any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll try my best to answer it. Okay, guys, thanks. Take care wherever you're at. Have a good day. Bye-bye.